Hello and welcome to Catholic Focus. I'm Maureen Kimani, joined by our sign language interpreter, Charity Ngema. Here are the headlines making news today. Coastal Regional Police Commander Ali Nuno has warned politicians accused of sponsoring violence and engaging in goonism that they risk losing their government security protection, saying the warning comes amid growing security concerns following recent incidents of unrest and violence witnessed in parts of the country. He reaffirmed the police service's commitment to maintaining law and order and ensuring peaceful political activities across the coast region and our country. Take a listen.
The church's mission cannot be divided into preaching, charity, and development.
What I want to appeal to our leaders, whether political or otherwise, stakeholders, and opinion shapers, that security is not a political tool. And that's what must come out. Security is not a political tool. It is the basis on which our economy is established. Our investment is casted on security, and even livelihoods of our people. Therefore, they should avoid using security as political talk points. We are there, and we'll go for these criminals. Please give us time. Don't politicize security or use security as a political tool. It can't be. These are the basis on which our livelihoods are casted on. Investment, our economy, entire economy. So we will not allow politicians to use security as a political tool. Na kama hawa wanasiasa ndio wanachukua maguns, wana hire the goons, then I have no option as a regional police commander. When nirudishie ile officers tumeattach kwao, security officers, each one of them has got a security detail. 3 or 2 members of the National Police Service are attached to them as a security detail. If it is must that they have to move around with the political goons and hooligans, then I have no option than withdrawing the entire security detail of the members of parliament who are involved in hooliganism. We are not ready to see Kenya going down to the docks. Therefore, we will deal with any politician who is likely to hire goons. We are going to withdraw his security na hatutacheka na hawa. Kama ameona akae na wauni, kama security ajipange, basi aturudishie wale security yetu. Sisi pia tunahitaji our numbers, tunahitaji hawa officers kwa kazi. Akae na hiyo magunzi yake akitaka, lakini security tunachukua.
Normal healthcare services have resumed at Nyahururu County Referral Hospital following the end of a 3-week nurses strike that disrupted operations across public health facilities in Laikipia County. As medical services gradually return to normal, residents are calling on the county government to strengthen the healthcare sector by improving working conditions for health workers and investing in public hospital to prevent future disruptions.
Normal operations resumed at Nyahururu County Referral Hospital after nurses called off their 3-week strike over poor working conditions. The industrial action had significantly affected service delivery in public health facilities across the county, forcing many patients to seek treatment in private hospitals and neighboring counties.
Mimi kwangu mwito wangu ni kwa Governor Joshua Irongo na kaunti yetu na kaunti zingine ambazo kuna mashida kama hii ya nurses. Ni vizuri to identify the priorities ambazo tunafaa tufadi kwanza before tufanye siasa. Kwa hii sasa tunajua kwamba mgomo uliokuwa wiki ambazo zimepita umeathiri wakazi wa Laikipia sana. Maisha, tumepoteza maisha, wengine wameenda kutafuta matibabu kwa hospitali ambazo hawawezi kulipa. Unapata hata kuna msaada ambao unaitishwa kwa wanakijiji ili kuwezesha ambao waliathiriwa na huu mgomo kuenda kutafuta matibabu kwa hospitali za kibinafsi.
While welcoming the resumption of services, residents urged the Laikipia County government to prioritize investment in healthcare infrastructure and improve the welfare of medical workers to prevent future disruptions.
Kwa hivyo mimi mwito wangu ni kwa Joshua Irongo ambaye ni gavana wetu. Uongozi bora ni kuidentify priorities ambazo tunafaa tufund. One being the healthcare. Hapa tumekuwa na mgomo. Huu sio mgomo wa kwanza wa nurses. Kwa hivyo ni kuonyeshana kwamba uongozi wa Laikipia County hauendelei sawa. Na tunawahimiza tukuwe na uongozi bora. Kwa wakazi wa Laikipia County, tunawaambia tunapoenda uchaguzi 2027, wacheni tupigie kura uongozi bora na viongozi ambao wanaweza simama na health sector yetu, masomo yetu na development ambazo zitatuwezesha hata kufikia kufungua hospitali zingine pale mashinani. Kwa sababu hapa tuna hospitali za rufaa 3 peke yake hapa Laikipia County.
They also called on leaders to focus on resolving the challenges facing the health sector, saying reliable and accessible healthcare is essential for the well-being of all residents.
Tunahimiza kwamba gavana, pesa ambazo tuko nazo kidogo tuzitumie venye zinafaa ili tufungue hospitali mingi, na tunapoendelea ni vizuri tuangalie hata pia masirahi ya wafanyakazi wa hospitalini zetu. Kwa sababu wanaooma sio kuoma kwa sababu kuna uzuri pale hospitali zetu. Ni kwa sababu kuna mashida ambazo wamejaribu kuongea na wewe. Kwa hivyo mwito yangu, sikiza wafanyikazi wa mahospitali zetu, nurses, madaktari na pia hata wafanyikazi wa vitengo zingine ili tuweze kuendesha kaunti yetu mbele na tuweze kuijenga pamoja.
Reporting for Catholic Focus, Capuchin TV, Amlari Gonzaga.
Moving on, sugarcane farmers in Western Kenya have strongly criticized the national government's recent decision to authorize the importation of 99,960 tons of sugar, warning that the move will undermine local sugar production and deal a major blow to thousands of cane farmers who rely on the crop for their livelihoods. Our reporter Deborah Bahati reports.
The Western Region Sugarcane Farmers Association says the government decision to allow large-scale sugar imports sends the wrong signals to local producers at a time when the sector requires greater investments and protection. Speaking during a visit to Nitiri Sugar Factory, the association chairman Hesbon Musungu accused the government of abandoning efforts to retry the sugar industry, urging authorities to review the importation policy in the interest of the local farmers.
This importation that we are having in this country is really affecting the common mwananchi, because if that importation comes to the country, then sukari inauzwa kwa bei rahisi, inapatikana kila mahali. Then mwisho unapata kwamba wakulima ambao sisi tunapanda sukari tunapokuwa na shida. Unaona sasa tumetembea factory moja ambapo inaitwa Nitiri. Tumepata wamejaza sukari, wameshindwa watauza wapi. Na hiyo ndio kitu ambayo inafaa serikali iangalie.
The farmers say sugarcane growers continue to face numerous challenges, including rising production costs and limited support, leaving them at a disadvantage compared to farmers engaged in other agricultural enterprises.
Pata mtu amekata miwa yake na inakaa chini muda mrefu kabla haijachukuliwa, lakini tumepitishwa kwa sehemu yenye inahusika na hiyo.
Wale wanaweza kuwa natishusha wasema kwamba huenda tutafanya kazi na kufurutwa na factory na wanasiasa na nini. Hiyo hatutaki. Sisi kama wakulima tunasikia uchungu ambapo tunapopanda miwa tunapata kwamba kuvuna inakuwa shida na mwisho hatupati vile tunataka.
Meanwhile, Nitiri Sugar Factory Communications and Public Relations Officer Edwin Musonye acknowledged that the industry continues to grapple with the influx of illicit sugar into the country. However, he assured farmers that the factory remains committed to safeguarding their interests and strengthening partnerships aimed at sustaining local sugar production.
Nimefurahia sana tukipata wakulima na wakilishi wao wakuja kututembelea ili tuwaoneshe vile jinsi kampuni yao inaendelea. Kwa hivyo wakitembea namna hii wanajionea na macho yao, wakienda kuzungumza na wakulima wengine wanawaeleza kuwa haya ndio ambayo tuliyaona. Pia tunatarajia wengine wengi wakuje tuwaoneshe process zetu, because they are above board. Tuna kitu cha kuficha. sawa kwa mkulima wetu ambaye yeye ndio customer wetu na mkubwa. Kwa hivyo endelee kuja kutembea na sisi, tutawaambia na tuendelee kushirikiana na nyinyi na muongeze kilimo cha miwa kwa maana kitatufaa sisi zote kwenda.
Reporting for Catholic Focus, Deborah Bahati.
In other news, the government has stepped up its crackdown on electronic cigarettes, vapes and shisha as concerns grow over rising cases of respiratory illness. And as Susan Bulemi reports, the latest operation in Kiambu County also uncovered thousands of suspected counterfeit cigarettes. Take a look.
Speaking in Thika, Kiambu County, during the inspection of more than 17,000 packets of suspected counterfeit cigarettes recovered from a homestead, Public Health Principal Secretary Mary Mothoni warned that many illegal products are being smuggled into the country in violation of existing laws.
I'm very happy with that coordination because this is something that we have been struggling with for some time now. And we are asking all the other security teams to work very close with the Ministry of Health to ensure that this menace of drugs and substance use has reduced in our society. And indeed, if you look at the demographics and also the figures, in the urban areas, this issue of tobacco is really, really high. And not just cigarettes. We are also talking about the novel products that are in the market. When we talk about the electric cigars, we are also talking about the pouches. We are equally talking about vapes. And we are insisting that any product that is going to come into the country must meet the standards that we are requiring to be in this country.
She urged manufacturers and importers to comply with Kenya's health and safety regulations, saying public health must remain a priority.
We rolled out the graphic health warnings, and if I look at this packet alone, it does not meet. But that is not even the issue. The issue is that it is in the country, and it is written that it is on transit to Uganda, so we must know. Otherwise, we are very vigilant. Whether it is at the port, you see this one was not caught at the port. This was caught in the villages. So what is happening at the border? We are more vigilant. Otherwise, you never used to see this before. You would just hear that something has happened, somebody has died, probably because they have partaken. But right now, we are very keen about enforcement. Enforcement is the word. And we are not going to relent until we get that 8% that we have of tobacco use in our country going down as low as 2% or even nil.
Meanwhile, investigations are underway to verify the authenticity of the seized cigarettes, with authorities saying the products will be destroyed if confirmed counterfeit.
15,000 packets, 640. We need to know where did it get through. We need to know why it is in the country. And we need to find out if they really understand what needs to be done before you bring any product into the country. Shisha is still banned in this country.
The Kenya Revenue Authority is also probing whether the consignment met customs requirements, including the payment of taxes and the affixing of excise duty stamps.
We were assist of this matter when our colleagues in the fight against illicit smuggling, the National Police Service invited us, having intercepted these goods. Procedurally, then they would pass them to us for us to conduct investigations in regard to the tax issues. And you see that is very closely related also to the health issues, and that's why you see PS here today. The continued use of our seals, our stamps, just like the production of the cigarettes and other products, which might be fraudulent, similarly too is the use of the seals and the stamps. In regard to that, then, as we carry out investigations on the source of the cigarettes, and more so in regard to whether they are permissible in Kenya or not, in regard to whether they have been taxed or not, whether they have been customs or not, we also extend that into the issues of the stamps, which have been will have been applied. And so, at the end of the day, in due course of time, investigations concluded, this is a matter likely to find its way in court, and the determination of the court will dictate how we proceed with this cargo. Surely it will end the way SPS has said, in destruction.
Reporting for the Catholic Focus Capuchin TV, I'm Susan Bulemi.
And that brings us to the end of Catholic Focus. Thank you for joining us and for making Capuchin TV part of your day. I'm Maureen Kimani, and our signed language interpreter has been Charity Ngema. May God bless you. Goodbye.
Keep watching Capuchin TV, your staunchly Catholic identity channel. You are watching Capuchin TV. For any complaints, comments, or compliments on our programming, you can either write to us on info@capuchintv.co.ke or you can call us directly on 0717 424 866. Your complaint shall be addressed within 7 days. Remember to keep a copy of your communication with us. Keep watching Capuchin TV, your Catholic identity.
At Mater Misericordiae Hospital, healing meets innovation. With advanced laparoscopic surgery, we offer patients a faster and safer path to recovery.
We do very small incisions using what we call keyhole surgery, and we introduce cameras into very small spaces and small holes that we also do, and introduce small gadgets that are able to do different kind of surgeries.
From gallbladder removal to infertility treatments and endometriosis care, our specialists treat conditions that once required open surgery.
Being able to currently do minimally invasive procedures that assure a patient of reduced length of stay in the hospital, reduced complications likelihood, that has been supported by the current infrastructure that we've set up in the hospital.
Mater Misericordiae Hospital. Excellence in care every step.